Look, before we get into the content, it's really important that you guys hit that subscribe button. We're out here every single day working for y'all, trying to hit y'all with the best content. And what motivates us to keep going is people like you. So hit the subscribe button, join the conversation, join the Deuce Gang.
What he said.
We don't like what they're doing.
What's happening? What's the latest topic?
Everything else they've done was beautiful. I'm talking about Jay-Z. I'm talking about Beyonce. Talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z. They just signed a deal with Tiffany. And, Beyonce posted some pictures, promoing the deal. Tiffany, of course, the jewelry company. And we all know Jay-Z is a huge Basquiat fan. In fact, I believe he owns like maybe $4.5 million of artwork from him. Right? So there's a painting that was just hidden for decades that nobody's seen it. Jay-Z, he bought it, but nobody's seen it. So because the Tiffany blue, right? The Tiffany blue, if you know, the painting also has the Tiffany blue in it or something that looks very similar. So in the post to Beyonce's Instagram, they revealed this painting. I'm going to show it to you guys right now so you can get a quick look at it. The painting is actually phenomenal, but here it is right here.
This is a Basquiat painting?
This is a Basquiat right there.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's a sick painting. So they posted it, but people are going ham. They're going in
what's
the Carters. So I mean, like, really, that's
what's
a good
the
question.
problem?
What's the problem?
What's the problem now?
Well, for starters, again, you guys, they're the faces of the Tiffany and Company campaign About Love. It's launching September 2nd. But ultimately, the issue is critics are wondering if the point of keeping such a prestigious work locked up for so long just to use it in an advertisement. And they're wondering if Basquiat would have actually been upset over the decision.
Okay. These people who are criticizing how Jay-Z chose to use this painting,
the Carters,
how much did they pay for it? The Carters, how much did they pay for it? How much did they pay for the painting?
They don't say.
How much money did they invest?
Yeah.
if you didn't pay any of the money to acquire this painting, guess what? It's not your painting. As the owner of this painting, you have set right those people who like to back up the stand your ground laws in many states. You people there who are so tight on ownership and property and all of that. So once you own it, you can do whatever you want with it. He could have kept this secret for 20 years if he felt like it because he paid the money, and I'm pretty sure it was a lot of money.
Yeah,
I don't get what the problem. What is the problem, please? Because if that's the problem, I just debunked that.
Well,
so tell me what the issue is.
You got to think about, and I'll take the other side. Again, I think there should be no issue, but taking the other side on the side of the creator, like think of like a Kurt Cobain, right? And I don't know if any Nirvana fans are going to be watching this. It's the Jay-Z Beyonce video, but Kurt Cobain blew his brains out. He committed suicide. And one of the theories is he was concerned that his work was getting too commercialized. Basically, he was getting too popular. He didn't like the direction of his music. He took his own life. Allegedly, this is the reason. So the reason why people can have this POV, this critique, is because, well, Basquiat's not here. He's not here to dictate. And guess what? Jay-Z did buy it. But imagine for a second that he was here and he didn't agree with his art being used in this way. Now, here's a better question.
Right.
Here's a better question. Jay-Z bought it. He owns it. Do you think Jay-Z now has to consult with Basquiat? Hey, I know I bought this painting. Do you mind if I use it in this app? Do you think he still has to consult with the creator even though we bought it? Answer that question.
If I own a car, if I own a really nice classic car, right? 69 Corvette. And let's say I meet you and you want to buy it from me. And I've done all this stuff to it. It's beautiful. I put all this work into it. And you want to buy it from me. And I decide that I'm going to sell it to you. Let's say 2 years down the road. Can I come to you down the road and say, okay, I need to use your car. Can I have the keys? Can I just come up and act like I still have ownership over the vehicle that I sold to you?
Of course not. Of course not.
So whatever you choose to do with that vehicle after I sell it to you is your choice. I can't question whatever decisions you make. Is that right?
You're right. But what I'm saying is and I'm sure there's information on this out there. My knowledge of Basquiat's very limited, but if
Right.
Basquiat's if he's very anti big company, very anti corporate America, you bought this painting. You bought it. Private collector, you bought it. Can you now use it in an advertisement for big America, corporate America? If Basquiat is alive, I'm asking you, not the viewing public, I'm asking you, do you think
Yeah,
Basquiat
yeah.
has the right to speak out and be like, hey, I don't
Well,
agree
here's the
with
problem. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with playing both sides of the field, because you can't be on the one side. I don't want to be commercialized. I don't want to be this figure. I don't want this fame. I don't want that. But I also want to participate in capitalism. I also want to participate in the barter system that involves me making money from something that I create. You can't play both sides, man, because they're two opposite sides of the coin, right? One side is saying, I don't want to be part of the system, but the other side is you participating greatly in the system. I don't know how much money Basquiat has actually got himself from these paintings that have sold, or his estate or anything, but I know that his paintings sell for a lot of money.
Yeah, they're worth a lot.
People, and this goes for anybody selling anything. It doesn't even have to be a lot of money, but in this case, it's even more extreme because of the amounts. When you're selling something for that amount of money and somebody buys it, you're done. The transaction that you have or connection that you have with that painting or whatever it is that you're selling for that amount is now done. It now belongs to somebody else. You need to let it all go. Whatever they choose to, you can select who you choose to sell it to.
There's that.
That's something you can also do as a seller.
You know, and you know what? You're right, because there is some conditions in sales. It's like, look, I will sell this to you, but you can't.
But you can't do this.
C. If you do, I get to. You're right. You're 100% right.
The whole Wu-Tang album that they sold it to one of the biggest a-holes in history. But guess what? There's certain things. Thank you. There's certain things that he couldn't do, which he probably would have if he had the opportunity to do it because of the conditions that came with it. So you can select who you sell it to. If you sell it to somebody just randomly trying to get the largest amount at an auction, bro, come on, stop. You can't cry about what happens with it after.
Viewing public, what are your thoughts here? I mean, I see your point. Ultimately, this is to the critics of Hove and Beyonce. Again, I don't see an issue, but I mean, ultimately,
and hold on. And also, there's because I heard people. One quick thing, I also heard people criticize Jay-Z and Beyonce for supporting Tiffany, a white-owned company. Here we go again. Just like when we spoke with Kanye deciding to make the deal with the Gap and Adidas and these institutions. I understand what you guys are saying. There's black-owned companies that these guys could support.
There is.
But everybody seems to forget. I heard about this. There was a little luxury bag, a black-owned company named Telfair, that Beyonce was caught wearing a picture of like a week ago or something like that. And guess what? The bag sold out. Did you hear about this?
I did not.
Okay, thank you very much. So that's the point that I'm trying to make. I heard about this, but just from random talking to people, just somebody who's into fashion, just heard about it. Did you hear about this Telfair, this black-owned? No, haven't heard about it. What happened? Oh, Beyonce wore the... If I didn't have that conversation with that person who knew about it, I wouldn't know about it either.
You never know.
But here we are talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce trying to do some business, just because it's not always black and white, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes people just do businesses with institutions because they're established. That's it. The check is there. That's it. So stop making it something where it's racist for all those people as well. Sorry. Carry on, my brother.
No, great point.
I had to get that out. I had to get that out of my system.
That seemed like it was a big knot on the chest.
It was a Popeye spicy nugget.
No, but it's a really good point, because those criticisms are often made, and it's nice to know that Beyonce lent her star power. Just as simple as Beyonce wearing your item of clothing, a one line in a post, you see what happens just off that, right? And obviously, this company, you know, they can't afford, or maybe they can, I don't know, but I'm assuming they probably couldn't afford a Beyonce endorsement. So Beyonce probably just did that on the strength.
She liked the bag.
What are your thoughts here, people? I really want to hear it now. Leave it in the... Oh, and by the way, don't front like if your beautiful wife, I'm talking to you brothers out there, your beautiful wife, you're ready to pop the question. If you can afford to go to Tiffany's, nigga, you know you're going to Tiffany's, you're not going to People's Jewelry at fucking Oshawa Eaton Power Center. Deuces. All right, then.
My stomach's all tight. I feel like I did some crunches just now. That was a workout. Got that out of
Seriously.
my system.
Look, man, when is it going to be over for Tory and Meg the Stallion?
Yo, thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far, you have to like, please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Yes,
Yes,
we are
sir.
trying to get to 1,000, and we can only do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.
Deuce.